Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island, SauterHeyman.com.
Services has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, apart from a slight storm chance late in the day, we'll see mainly sunny skies and a high of around 85. Tonight we'll see a slight chance of storms, otherwise mostly clear skies, a low of around 64. And tomorrow mostly sunny, and then an afternoon storm chance is possible. We'll see a high of around 90. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh my goodness, it's Friday, and we're gonna have some interesting conversations today. We're gonna have some fun. 402-464-5685, Starter Heyman text line, Honda Lincoln Hotline. It's DP. It's Austin Orman. Greatly appreciate Austin for what he does, what he's going to do, and how he does it. Austin Orman, if you would please let him know about the Mercado.
I would love to. Certified Piedmontese, every type of meat, every type of cut. I pulled up pictures, and I am now jealous of anyone who has Mercado waiting for them tonight.
Yeah, and again, we've asked in the past for people to hook us up with the Mercado, and with asking for Mercado, but on a Friday. Look, it would be exceptional. It will be exceptional. That's what I'm going to say to you. It will be exceptional. We got some new T-shirts in. We got some new footballs in. We got some new shades in. We got shades now. Austin Orman, all the cool kids have them. So guess what?
Oh, am I a cool kid now?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, DP, I've always wanted to be a cool kid.
So let's do the. You got to go. What's the Breakfast Club? Breakfast Club. Anthony Hall puts on the shades.
Yeah.
You just gotta, like, we're all gonna go in our moments. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. All the cool kids. This is how it happens.
Wearing them all show.
So throughout the course of the season, the summer and the season, the Ticket Shades will make an appearance, and it's a cool Friday on 93.7 The Ticket.
Feel like Cool Joe.
Yeah, we'll talk like we're broadcasting cool jazz. It's a quiet storm.
No, she said cool and not hip.
Yeah,
because sunglasses, these are just cool.
DJ Breezy and his boy DJ Baller. That's it, man. That's it. We're just gonna we're just gonna hang out. You can follow us on the live video stream. You can. Starter Heyman brings it to us. Starter Heyman, we greatly appreciate you. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter Live, and Allo channel 951. You want to see what's going on? Look at you up there, all
right
down.
There.
Too cool for school.
Too cool.
Look, and we will have shades when we get down to the new location. New location. They're on the walls. They're painting. Look, man, it's starting to look like a thing.
This is one of those future so bright you got to wear shades sort of thing.
Oh, it is absolutely 100% true. And the only reason that I will not wear shades the entire show is that I cannot read the text line if I have them on.
I also can't turn the brightness up on this computer. So
right, like that's the only.
That
is the only reason why we will not do that. Amanda Hart. Director of Operations for Nebraska women's basketball, will join us at 4:30. Talk a little hoops, talk about the trip to Greece, talk about what's going on in the program, and got a chance to talk with her today, and she's super excited about the roster, and then 2, about the energy of the roster and the way they're going about their business in this offseason. So we'll talk about that as well. I am going to rant and rave a little bit about Washington football because it is so connected and so parallel to Nebraska football. It is so parallel in every stinking way and every good way. And they're the reasons why we're passionate about said things and how we deal with them. Both fan bases are dealing with some PTSD and dealing with how those organizations have won or lost, reduced, have been rated. They're taking some hits. And when you get a new opportunity, and whether it's Matt Rule coming on board and bringing a new staff with new energy and new vibes and new messaging, or if it's Josh Harris as a new owner who comes in with some level of success. They both have some level of success. They have some some boxes that are unchecked, but that's everybody. Mm-hmm. And what you hope is, as a fan base for Washington and Nebraska, and because I'm married to you both, the hope is that good things happen for you both, not only for you, but because of you. That you actually are worthy of the love and passionate fan bases that exist in your space. Mm-hmm. That you give the fan bases something so exceptional that they have no choice but to celebrate you, throw confetti, for them to play at the level of the 90,000 strong, that sea of red, for them to play at the level of the fan base. Like, again, the longest NFL sellout streak was in Washington. It ruined it. And you want to get Washington sports fans riled up. Talk about the sellout streak was I talking about Memorial Stadium? Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Who could tell?
Yeah, you can go back to the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the franchise is so good, loaded with so many Hall of Famers, such a high level of success that even losing in the championship game still was a moment of pride and excellence. Oh, am I talking about losing to the Raiders, or am I talking about losing to Florida State? Like, I just want to say that if you talk about when you think Washington and Nebraska, you go back in history, mm-hmm. and you fully just dig in to the greatness that was. Great coaches. Look, if I said about a coach that he was a man of integrity, a man of character, solid faith, solid foundation, great leader, intellectual, hardest working person on the roster at all times, and a winner at the highest level, one of the 5 greatest coaches to ever walk the planet, and you don't know whether I'm talking about Joe Gibbs, George Allen, Bob Devaney, or Tom Osborne, right? And I'm good with that, right? Mm-hmm. That you want to talk about runners that changed the way the game was played, right? Runners that changed and produced at such an iconic level that the rest of the teams, all of their opponents, had to change the way they were. You don't know if I'm talking about John Riggins or Mike Rozier. You have no idea. If you talk about electric wide receivers, just spectacular. Am I talking about Art Monk, or am I talking about Johnny Rodgers? If you want to talk about defenders, great pass rushing defenders. You want to talk about linebackers that play at a high level. You want to talk about corners that were so exceptional that they belonged in the first round, right? I can be talking about both franchises, both organizations, both alumni rosters that go forever and ever on. And then we can talk about the 2000s, and we all sigh. We all exhale. We all look back with that dreamy-eyed look on our faces, dreaming of the next time. Not only are we relevant, but we're worthy of being relevant. And there's a difference between being relevant because and being relevant by earned. Nothing given, everything earned. And that's what the two fan bases want. That's what they need, and that's what they deserve. And that's what we're looking for. So when you get a new start, yes, celebrate the conscientious, public, out loud statement that we need to change. We cannot do what we've done. We cannot be who we've been. We must do better. And then, and only then, can we look forward and say, now what? Hopefully, Austin, hopefully. The answer for both Washington and Nebraska is this: forward and up. That's all we want is forward and up. We'll throw it to break when we come back. Amanda Hart, Nebraska women's basketball. She'll break it down for us and get us more amped, more hyped up about this program, this roster, because I think good things are coming. Amanda will tell us about it when we come back to Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell us what it's to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's efforts. It's the entire dealership, sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
It's a new era for Nebraska football with a new head coach. Gear up for the season with 93.7 The Ticket's coverage of Big Ten Media Days. Live from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on July 26th and 27th. Jay Foreman, Amon Green, Vershawn Jackson, Terrell Farley, Derek Pearson, Steve Sippel, and Jake Sorensen will be in Indy for our shows on Wednesday and Thursday. Coverage of Big Ten Media Days is brought to you by Ben Bleicher, a professional realty group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate, Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, and the 1890 Initiative.
Vershawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 25th are $2 off a pound of Denver steaks. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, big news, they have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha, with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, gets you getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Happy Friday once again. Thank you all for joining us and hanging out with me and Austin for the course of this Friday. We'll take you on a ride, and we got Ticket Weeknight coming up, and then a full weekend of ticket programming all weekend long. Man, I'm looking forward to all of it. Again, you can follow on the live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter Live, and Allo Channel 951 if you want to catch what's going on. But it's time to fire up the VIP line, brought to you by the folks from Allo Fiber, where we understand the importance of exceptional service with local heart. It's special guest time. Let's bring her in. And from the text line, they said we have to bring her in with this call. Go Tigers. Well, we're going to swap that around. We're going to give her a go Big Red. Amanda Hart joins us on Old School. Amanda, thank you for doing this. How are you?
I'm good. I'm on my way to South Dakota, actually. So I don't know who sent you that, but that's where I'm headed. I'm headed up by Mitchell right now. So.
Well, we're just trying, us and about 500 listeners are trying to keep you company on the ride to make sure that you're awake.
All right.
You have somebody to talk to, and a lot good is going on. Listen, this is an interesting offseason for the Huskers women's basketball team, and I think we have to start with this. The additions to this roster are loud and proud. We got to talk earlier today, and the name came up. Darian White's name came up several times. I'm going to ask you to break down some of what Husker fans can expect from Darian White as a part of the Huskers hoops team.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, obviously, it's going to be the first year in a long time where we haven't had Sam Ivey in the backcourt, so things are going to look a little bit different. But Darian, Darian's been with us since early June. We started workouts on June 12th, and ever since then, I mean, like, she's just a spark plug out there. I mean, she's a gamer. She can get a lot done on both ends of the floor, and when she's on the floor, she makes every single person around her better. And I mean, it's on both ends of the ball. I mean, she's only 5'6", and you got to be pretty dang good to be 5'6" and be effective in this league. But I think she's going to be. She's been doing some really good things, and we're really excited about her. I mean, from day one, we've all just kind of been blown away at how good she can be and how much progress she's made. And And the kids, I mean, the players around her just love to be on the floor with her. And on both ends of the ball, she's just been really, really impressive.
Amanda, you mentioned a thing today that the energy seems different and improved in this off season. Give the folks a little of what that is. Where does that come from?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of the group of kids we got. Like I said, we started June 12th, and you know, we have like weekly Monday meetings, and normally we do a book study or something. This year we haven't done that. We just kind of tried to, because we have so many new pieces, trying to get to know each other on a deeper level. And so this group has just been playing together with a lot of joy, and you can tell that they enjoy being out there with each other. And it's like the best part of their day every day is coming in and coming to practice. And they've really shown that they're having a good time out there, and they like playing with each other. And the energy has just been really, really different from what you see normally in summer workouts. And obviously, you know, we're headed to Greece at the end of this month, so there's a goal that's not necessarily, you know, sometimes it's tough in summer workouts because you don't have a game until November. And so it's kind of like you're just trying to get through that, get a little better in the summer. But this year, you know, we've got those games coming up at the end of the summer already. And so the energy's just been a little different, and there's been more of a sense of urgency heading towards this trip.
Amanda Hart, Director of Operations, Nebraska Women's Basketball. And Amanda, you mentioned the trip to Greece. First of all, aside from amazing food, what exactly is the purpose of said trip to Greece? What are you trying to accomplish?
So every 4 years we take one of these trips. The men are going too. They're going to Spain, I believe. But so we'll go over there and we'll play a few games over there. And it's competition in the summer. Like I said, it brings a different sense of urgency to your summer training, and you get more hours, you get more summer access. And so you get a lot more time together, and it's an opportunity to bring your team together. It's a team bonding experience, but also, you know, you get those games in and those extra practices, and you know, you're playing at a different level in the summer than you normally would be. And so it's definitely beneficial when you're heading into the season to have that experience under your belt.
How do you manage diet, since you guys are so deep into nutrition, nutritional value, all the analytics of nutrition? What do you do when it comes to nutrition on a trip like this to Greece?
Yeah, that's a great question. We're bringing a nutritionist, luckily. So him and I have sat down a few different times to kind of talk through our plan, and luckily we're going to some places that have hosted a lot of teams before, and so we monitor their meals pretty closely on game days, especially and day before games. But other than that, this is kind of a trip where, unlike the regular season, we kind of can let them splurge a little bit. I mean, when we went to Italy, I think they were all getting ice cream 3 or 4 times a day behind our backs anyway. So I think, there's not a lot we can do to control what they're doing, outside the meals we have planned for them. But typically they do a pretty good job of, letting us know what they're eating and kind of staying within the confines of what nutrition has, laid out for them.
Amanda, who is the gatekeeper for this? You said you've got to hold on to 35 passports to make sure that everybody returns home safely. Who's the gatekeeper, and how does this work?
For the entire trip, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, so I'm kind of leading the operation in terms of, our travel party, and then we'll have an on-site liaison when we get up there. John's his name, and so he's going to kind of be our guide as we go through the tour there, because I don't obviously speak Greek or know a lot about the country, and so he's going to be helping us out when we get there, and he's going to be our boots on the ground, kind of leading the process once we arrive.
This sounds like such a great trip. What's the level of basketball over there? Do you know?
Yeah, it's so basically what happens is it's sort of 3 different all-star teams that will play. So we'll play right away on like day 2 while we're in Greece, and we'll play the Athens All-Stars, which is kind of comprised of just usually it's young women in their 20s or early 30s that have played professionally elsewhere and are now back in Greece. So we'll play them on that 3rd day, and then we'll head up to Patras for I think it's on day 5 or 6, and we'll play an all-star team there. And then we come back down and we will play another team in Crete on day 9. So our games are a little bit spread out, and then we'll come back on day 11.
Man, that sounds like it sounds like heaven. I'm a baseball guy, so our trips were just within country, but being able to travel to Greece has to be everything. This is Amanda Hart, Director of Operations, Nebraska Women's Basketball. I want to ask you about Amy Williams. in this process, interesting up and down kind of curve to high success and then a valley and then some success at the end of the season. What has her off season has been like, and how is she getting through it?
Yeah, I mean, last year, I think it's fair to say that we felt like we underachieved a little bit. We had some injuries, certainly some ups and downs, and so we felt really confident heading into this off season with the group we had coming in. We hired a new assistant coach. Tom Daly retired, and so we hired a new assistant coach and Julian Asibe, and he's been, a really, a breath of fresh air on the floor, and I think he's done an excellent job of developing some of our younger kids, especially, and he's been working with some post players. And there's definitely been a different energy, within the program since he arrived, and all of our assistants and Amy too have done a terrific job of just pouring into this group this summer. So we feel really good. I mean, normally, going into a trip like this and you don't have, your 22nd that you're used to playing with or whatever it is, you get a little bit nervous, but we feel really good about this team and how quickly they pick things up and how much better they've gotten just since we started at the beginning of the summer. They've made substantial progress on the floor. And so we feel really, really good about this group heading into this year. And, we got a tough non-conference schedule, and then the Big Ten, it certainly doesn't get any easier. But we feel really good about where we're at right now at this point in July.
Amanda, these newcomers, and you mentioned one before, but to go through, Darian's the name that pops immediately, but you've got some play. Jessica's a player. She's a legitimate international level baller. You've got some newcomers on this roster that can help. Break down, give us a quick scouting report on some of the other newcomers.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jess Petrie, she's playing at the U19 Nationals in Madrid, Spain right now, actually. But yeah, she's good. I mean, a lot of Izzy born in her game, to be honest with you. Those international kids are just crafty, and she's another one of them. She averaged, I think, something like 18 points, 9 boards a game last year. She could be a stretch four. She can be a 5. She can do it all. She's good. She's really skilled and really, really crafty. So we'll be able to do some different things with her on both offense and defense. And then Logan Nisley, she was the North Dakota Gatorade Player of the Year this year. And she's a great shooter. She's a great shooter. She needs to make some improvements on the defensive end, but I think all freshmen do. So she'll certainly get there. But she's a heck of a shooter. Offensively, she's really fun to watch. She meshes with whatever group she's playing with on the floor. And she's a great culture kid too. So we're excited about what she's going to bring to the table. And then we got Natalie Potts, who she only lost over the course of 4 years in high school. She only lost 4 games. I think they ended on like a 100 and something game win streak. Her high school did in Missouri, and she was the Missouri Missouri Player of the Year. I'm sorry. So she we don't really know exactly where we're going to put her yet. She kind of fits in a couple of different ways, and so but she's going to help us substantially as well.
That gets folks excited. I guess the question that is on most Husker women's basketball fans' mind: how is Allison Weiner?
She's great. She's good. I mean, like she's way ahead of schedule, to be honest with you. And at the beginning of the summer, we kind of had to pull back the reins a little bit so she wasn't moving too fast. But she's gotten a lot stronger, and I think she's going to be better than expected, I would say. I mean, she's a freak athletically. I mean, like, just off the charts what she can do, from an athleticism standpoint. So it's really not a huge surprise that her rehab has gone as well as it has, and that she's kind of worlds ahead of what's normal. But we're gonna keep kind of progressing her as we see fit, and I think people are going to be really surprised at how ready she is once we get started this fall.
That's amazing news. And then before we let you get out of here, I got to ask you about these 2 young ladies, because they will be the faces and the focus of Nebraska women's basketball. Alexis Markowski and Jess Shelley, for what they've gone through, what they've accomplished to this point, the styles of play, and then the people they are. What is the expectation level for them? What are they working on? And what will define a successful season for both of them?
Yeah, I mean, we expect huge things from both of them. Alexis had the opportunity to compete at the USA trials this year, which was a big deal for her. And I also think, she went there and kind of saw the level of competition and knows what level she needs to be at now. And she came back from that and she's been working harder than ever. I mean, she's getting after it. She's in there with Coach Sibe all the time, and she's working on her craft constantly. So we're really excited about Lex's progress and what she's going to be able to do. And I mean, it's that time for, it's go time. And so I think she's ready to be the premier big in the Big Ten, and that's her goal this year. She wants to be first team Big Ten, maybe Big Ten Player of the Year, but she wants everybody to know that, she's going to be a workhorse, and she's going to be the toughest big to guard in the league. And Jazz, on the other hand, I mean, Jazz was in Australia up until early July, and then she had an opportunity to go to Summer League to do a little bit of an internship and a networking experience there. So we've only had Jazz for about 2 full weeks this summer, but Jazz has been working on her craft back home. She's got a lot of great trainers there, and she's been working with us for a couple of weeks. But I mean, she's as good as ever. I mean, we're significantly better with her on the floor, and I think everybody knows that. But there's just a different, like I said earlier, we have that different energy when this summer, and when Jazz is on the floor, it's even higher. I mean, it's our backcourt we're especially excited about, especially when Jazz is in the game. I mean, she can do a little bit of everything, and I think with the addition of Darian and having Allison in the backcourt now coming back, and Maddie Kroll and all of our sophomores that are just all getting better too. I think it'll relieve a little bit of pressure on Jazz to maybe have to have the ball in her hands all the time, but she's ready. I mean, both those kids they're ready, and I think their goals and their expectations are higher than they've ever been, and they know that. We know that their expectations are high, and we're excited about what they're going to bring to the table.
Amanda, first of all, thank you for making time for us on a Friday and letting us get a little bit more excited about the women's basketball team and what's going on. Please travel safe. Get where you're going to get. I'll be the dad and say, okay, you need to text when you get there so we make sure you got there on the road. All right.
I will.
And then please enjoy Greece. We expect full reports when you get back of all the great things that happened over there while you were there. That is Amanda Hart. Thank you very much for what you do.
You got it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
No worries. That is Amanda Hart. Again, Director of Operations, Nebraska Women's Basketball. We're toward the break. Come back. We'll close out the first hour of Old School on a Friday.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're an electrician, we've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits. Join the IBEW Local 265 family and work for one of our NECA contractors. Come to our job fair on August the 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn, 2500 Tamarind Ridge Road in Southwest Lincoln. For more information, call Mike Murray at 402-875-1034. That's 402-875-1034.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 25th are $2 off a pound of Denver steaks. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, big news, they have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences, with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by CUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
If you have concerns about your drinking water, just call Bryant. If your water doesn't look right, smell right, or taste right, Bryant can help. If your water has high levels of iron, Bryant can help. If you're tired of foggy dishes and dingy clothes, Bryant can help. Whatever your home water needs are, Bryant is here with a solution to fit your needs. Be sure about your water. Just call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Old School with DP&J.
As long as it's taken for him to build up that program to be pretty successful by their standards and look pretty successful by Big Ten West standards, you have to take that into accountability. You can't be an impulsive in the moment type of decision maker, because how you handle Pat Fitzgerald could stymie you hiring, because those coaches talk.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to Old School with DP&J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
But of hour number one as we head into the weekend. Greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you, Amanda Hart, for making us a part of your Friday and a part of your drive to South Dakota, breaking down the Husker women's hoop force. That's good stuff, and we're going to have her on more often. She's really good. Like the energy vibe, plus she knows the game, and it's good stuff all the way around. You just mentioned the thing, and I think we should share it because it's just funny, right? So you were online looking for.
I was going to Amanda's Twitter because I heard rumors she had a pretty good Twitter game.
Yeah,
and she does.
Yeah.
And as I get back to my timeline, one of the first things that pops up is a tweet saying, "We're always saying more teams need to have dragons as their mascot."
Yep.
So here's a Friday afternoon sample of high schools in Texas that do.
Uh-huh.
I looked down, like it's just a quick scan down without actually clicking on anything.
Yeah.
I see Cooper.
John Cooper,
the Woodlands.
The John Cooper Dragons, the mighty fire-spitting Dragons of John Cooper School in the Woodlands, Texas.
Maybe you'd mentioned that y'all were the Dragons, but if you did, it completely slipped my mind.
I actually kept a lot of the coaching gear because it's dragons. Like
Yeah.
it's dragon stuff. It's
a
really
very,
cool.
a very classy dragon as well.
Oh,
like here's South Lake Carroll. Like that's a big school.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's fine. Kind of cartoony, Puff the Magic Dragon-ish.
Yeah.
You have San Antonio Southwest, which
We own them. By the way, we destroyed them in 3 sports.
not nearly as classy as the Cooper Dragon.
No.
You have the Bangs Dragons.
The Bangs High School Dragons, man. Yeah, that is an interesting place.
And then you have this one.
Look at that.
That is so classy.
Look at the
classiest
Dragons
dragon.
of John Cooper. The
Look at that.
Cooper Dragons. And
Look
I
at
mean,
that.
and we had great, and so we were sponsored by Under Armour. And so we had all this Under Armour gear. Now, again, John Cooper is not the typical high school. It's not, there's nothing typical about it. Okay. $35,000 a year from kindergarten to 12th grade. So there are parents who pay $35,000, not $3,500, $35,000 a year to go to school
13 years.
For 13 years. You can get it discounted if you're going to be a legacy, you're going to be a frontier, and you're going to go from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade.
So knocks it down to 30, 27, 32.
This and that, right? This and that. And then it only, for each grade, there are 100 students in every grade. That's it, 100.
Okay.
50 boys, 50 girls. And they only take the 50 smartest kids who apply. Now remember, you don't apply unless you can pay, and you have to be one of the 50 smartest. So these are the kids, when we talk about, and the Woodlands is a millionaire neighborhood. Like that's just how it works. That's just who it is. That everybody in the Woodlands is a millionaire. But the John Cooper parents don't want their kids to go to the public schools with the public millionaires. They don't want their kids to go to the like they don't want
a different world.
Oh, they've got the public on them. They've got so and I mean I go to practice Jaguar, BMW, like that's just at age 16, 17. That's what your first car is, probably an Excursion or a Navigator, just because you're in Texas and you want to do that. It's I mean, the 50 smartest kids, but coaching, this is why I say I'd coach smart kids. Like if you can learn, you can be taught. And we never had the most talented teams, but we won. We won 78% of our games.
Like the administration literally limited your pool to choose from.
So when I hear that you have to have this and that to win, I don't believe it, because I know that it's not true. Like I never got my pick of athletes. Like I couldn't just go, hey man, there's a 6'10" dude down the street that is the number 2 big at the Woodlands High School. I don't know, one of the top 50 greatest schools in the country. But hey, can I get him in? And can I get him paid for it? No. So you better win. You better face Houston and Dallas high-level teams. You're going to go face Ty Detmer. Detmer's coaching the kids from Dallas. You think Detmer cares that my kids have money?
Nope.
No, he's trying to put his foot on their throats. So there's a lot to it, but that's part of what I want to talk about in the next segment. There are things that can be done when we talk about the change in programs and organizations, what's required. And I want to talk about it from the sense of what I have to, the questions I'm asked when I take over a new job, a new coaching job. I think folks will be amused.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're an electrician, we've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits. Join the IBEW Local 265 family and work for one of our NECA contractors. Come to our job fair on August 3rd, 8 p.m. at Holiday Inn, 100 Tamarind Ridge Road in Southwest Lincoln. For more information, call Mike Murray at 402-875-1034. That's 402-875-1034.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If your home water doesn't taste right, look right, or smell right, just call Bryant for the solution to your water problem. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 25th are $2 off a pound of Denver steaks. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, big news, they have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha, with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
It's a new era for Nebraska football with a new head coach. Gear up for the season with 93.7 The Ticket's coverage of Big Ten Media Days. Live from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on July 26th and 27th. Jay Foreman, Amon Green, Vershawn Jackson, Terrell Farley, Derek Pearson, Steve Sipple, and Jake Sorensen will be in Indy for our shows on Wednesday and Thursday. Coverage of Big Ten Media Days is brought to you by Ben Bleicher, a professional realty group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate, Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, and the 1890 Initiative.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. Broken bone complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HandHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, apart from a slight storm chance late in the day, we'll see mainly sunny skies and a high of around 85. Tonight we'll see a slight chance of storms, otherwise mostly clear skies, a low of around 64. And tomorrow mostly sunny, and then an afternoon storm chance is possible. We'll see a high of around 90. The meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to hour number 2. Old School. Thank you very much for hanging out again. We thank Amanda Hart for what she's doing. Again, she's on the road. On the road again, headed to South Dakota, and preparing to take the women's basketball team along with Amy Williams out. They're going to Greece. That's a pretty cool trip, got to admit. 402-464-5685, Starter Heyman text line. You can be a part of what we're doing. Text us in. We appreciate you guys shouting on the text line. We appreciate you. You can follow us on the live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter Live, and Allo, channel 951. Put it up. Put it up on your, you know what I'll do? First person to text a picture of the stream on their TV, whether it's at work or at home, we got to give them a pair of ticket sunglasses. Woo. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Can we do that?
I think so.
We can do that. We can do that.
You're the boss. Who am I to say no, we can't?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. So we will do that. Austin, if you would, please let them know about the Mercado.
Certified Piedmontese beef, every type of meat, every type of cut, as Jay Foreman would say. DP, I went on a little Mercado tour of the website.
Hello.
And I found something called Fired Up Fridays.
Yes.
And it immediately directed me to their Instagram.
Uh-huh.
It's CP_Mercado or cpmercado.com if you want to order online, if you can't stop in on 84th and Havelock or down by, was that 40th, 27th and Yankee Hill in there? Anyways, at CP_Mercado, every Friday they post what they have for lunch. And I am back through June, and I will eat my way through everything
Just
on this
keep
Instagram
scrolling
feed.
and
Yep.
keep scrolling because it doesn't miss. There are no misses there.
Okay, I just landed on a pit roast beef and cheddar sandwich. It looks like a poppy seed bun.
Yep.
And a full, like, ice cream cone looking thing of curly fries.
Yes. Had it.
That
Had
sounds
it.
so good.
10. I give it a 10. I give it a 10. A 10. Yeah, that is from the burgers.
Fresh croissants. I can just see the butter. Like I can tell they were warm when this picture was taken.
We went through. I did the. They had a protein bowl.
Ooh.
They had a protein bowl.
Ooh.
Protein rice bowl.
Okay.
Then they had another steak one. Yeah. I had 2 of their brats. The brats are elite level. Elite. Had the hot dogs there, used them for Memorial Day, had the steaks are top level. And then I the sorbet, I just went down the line. I think I bought $30 worth of sorbet.
Is that 4 flavors? Is that 3 flavors?
I got 4 because they 4 flavors. There's a chocolate, a strawberry, a lemon lime, which was a cheat code. I spent way too much time on it. Like I'm at the point now in my life where I've matured enough. I'm a grown up enough that I can take 2 spoonsful of a sorbet and put it down.
Self-control is awesome.
That
It's good to
wasn't
have.
always the case. Because me and you gave me a pint of something good. It was battle zone.
When you mentioned pint, that brings up a story my mom tells. She was driving her brother out to Seattle for an internship, and he stopped and picked up a pint of ice cream and left it in the freezer as he was at his internship. My mom was just hanging out in the hotel or wherever. He gets back, it's gone. He's like, "What happened to the ice cream?" She's like, "I ate it." It's like, "Well, that was for us to share." It's a pint.
It's a pint. What is
that shareable?
What's the rule for you?
The rule for me is my wife and I typically get our own.
Okay.
It's just simpler that way. My wife's rule is whatever I'm having is better than whatever she's having, so I have to share with her.
That's when you put the ring on her finger, bro. You put the ring on.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man. Look, I have never had her French fries. My French fries are always better.
They're not my French fries. They're our French fries.
Oh no, she gets them first.
She gets them first.
Oh, she gets them first, hot in the bag. Like the moment Like there's a coronation of the French fry that the moment that bag is handed, like if she's driving, I'm in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
I need to open before we do anything, before she hits the gas pedal.
Mm-hmm.
2 long, full French fries. I cannot go small.
No.
I need the long French fries, the 2 longest, fullest French fries, hot. Grab them with a napkin and deliver them like a crown, like a crown, like your French fries, madam. And then I wait for acceptance and approval.
Do you make eye contact or do you have to respectfully look down?
No. It's done to be appreciated, right? So yeah, watch how good these French fries are that I'm having. And then there's a which gives us permission to proceed.
Aha.
And then if I'm having a good day, I grab 1 extra fry, and after she's wiped her fingers, I slide the extra fry on there, and then there's the nod of approval. Like this is why I married you. There's no
well
other
done.
Reason. There's
well
no other
done.
reason. There's no other reason than the fact that I'm willing to share French fries. Like there's no like we don't have to, like it breaks down war treaties. Like
literally does.
Like I haven't spoken to you in 4 hours. French fries. It is, and I do not touch her ice cream.
Okay.
Do not. And she's tiny. Becky's tiny, but she eats her ice cream, and she'll have 4 different pints in the freezer for her to sample at various times depending on mood.
Yeah.
Now I've tried to figure out the F and find out chart for like what flavor matches what mood.
What's a 3? What's a 5? What's a 7? What's DEFCON?
It's a code red. This is a code red. She went for the chunky monkey. It is a code red, man. Man down. Man. Forward with authority. Be careful. You never know. So I don't know what's your go-to. So if you've had a great day, what's your go-to ice cream or dessert? Like if you've had a great day. You know what? And just think about it. So let's just say, for sake of argument, I gave you a raise.
Okay.
And then you're walking in the store, and it's you got a little Spider-Man swagger going, right? A little dance, a little groove to it. And you see the ice cream, you see the dessert aisle. What's your go-to?
It is either going to be something with cookie dough or something caramel based.
Okay.
And preferably a combination thereof.
Caramel and salt, or caramel for the sake of caramel?
I am a sucker for salted caramel. I'm also not picky.
Okay.
I do like hot caramel as well.
Have you done the Mills salted caramel blend coffee?
I have not.
You must. You must.
Must?
You must.
Okay.
Now, here's the good news. It's one of their weekly, so each day of the week they have a different blend.
Mm-hmm.
A month from now, you'll just be able to walk in and get your
They're right there.
Oh.
That'll make that easy.
Oh. I'm in full disclosure mode. There's some things about the new location that really, like, I'm excited about, right? Like, I love, one, we're gonna have new equipment.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have new space. We'll actually have sunlight. Like we will have sunlight.
I am excited for that. I've made it a habit. I have to get up and I have to go outside once a show.
Yeah.
Like it's just important. It's a good thing for me to get in the habit of doing. So just be able to step out into downtown, see sights, hear sound, see people.
It's like some of it we're going to want, some of it we're not going to want.
Right.
Some of it, like I have a full expectation that they're going to be twice a week where I have to walk out to somebody and go, no, just no.
Mm-hmm.
No, you, no.
Maybe does that go in like producer job responsibility? If you're in and you're not on a show, you double as a bouncer.
Well, but that's why you have Farley and Vershawn and Jay and Amon. Like, who's going to say so? No, that you send them out. You send them out. Go get it, right? So that's a part of it. But also, I mean, that we're going to have the full mill menu. Just I mean, each day, like I have coffee at home. Matter of fact, I have their coffee at home. But they have a snickerdoodle.
I'm a sucker for snickerdoodle.
They have a chocolate hazelnut.
Okay.
You can get it full bean or ground. Depends on your mood. The chocolate hazelnut is my cheat code. That's when I know I'm going to have a good day.
Because that's like the Nutella in a cup stuff, right?
Yeah, you just know this is the thing. And I realized this the other day. I had not had them in a year. So before we went to Vegas, so it's been 3 weeks. I opened the cabinet and there, sitting there, not just one box, but 2 boxes of Girl Scout chocolate mint cookies.
Jackpot!
Which I'll fight you. That's the GOAT.
So, funny enough,
Uh-huh.
my wife doesn't like them, so I don't have to fight her for them. The ones we fight over are the chocolate caramel coconut ones. I don't usually like coconut, but those are right.
I wouldn't have dared approach, except there were 2 boxes. So, again, being the grown man boy that I am, the grown man baby, I'm immediately, well, there's enough for her.
His and hers.
So, but then I also know me, and I'm in my head, when I open and unseal that silver light package, I'm gonna go in like a battle royal, and there can be no other survivors.
Those bets are off.
Right? Like I can
Right
be
off.
like there can be no survivors. Like there's not gonna be one cookie staring at me, taunting me, like, you big chicken, finish it. Finish it.
Can't do one more. You can't do one more. What's one more? Come on.
Finish
Come
it.
on.
It's one cookie. Just man up and destroy. So I put myself in a limit. I'm going to have one cookie a day. Just one. To show what a grown-up I really am. One. And I just, listen, I think I had a tear running down. I took, and I did the thing that we did as a poor kid, because in my heart I'm still a poor kid. So I took a small bite because I wanted to taste it, but I also didn't want to just. I didn't want a Cookie Monster it. I took a small bite, and I'm telling you, one single tear just rolling down the side of my face I just closed my eyes and just savored the heavenly goodness that is a Girl Scout cookie chocolate mint. Like I am taking the slowest, smallest bites ever. And I'm just,
God is good.
So good. It literally took me 5 minutes to eat a cookie. One cookie, 5 minutes.
That's where you're like my wife.
5 minutes. It took, and I felt like, okay, so what's your go-to now? What's your, the text line, they give us some ideas. It said Snickers ice cream bar. Then the question for you, 3292, is that frozen or not?
It has to be. It's the correct way to do it.
Right, but is it frozen? Like, do you want it hard frozen to the point where you have to gnaw at it like a rat on a wire, or is it soft frozen so you can bite through it? And yes, I will judge you for your answer. I absolutely 100% will judge you, right?
So it's got to be like 60% frozen.
60%.
Not soft, but
fair.
not gnawing.
That's fair. That's fair. Henry, I owe you a pair of sunglasses. Henry just sent us a picture.
A winner.
Of Henry, that's good. No, I appreciate the work. I like that. Crowbait says, I like the ice cream Twix. Okay, so Crowbait, work with me here. So Austin just said, what was the number? 65%? 60%?
60. Yep.
60% frozen, rock solid. Okay. Crowbait, let me know. How frozen does that have to be? because I'm old enough to have a good. So did you have good humor as a kid?
I know what you're talking about, but I've never had it.
You've never had good humor ice cream?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. We got to fix that. We listen. That is unacceptable. That is just unacceptable. This is America, and it is your birthright to have good humor ice cream. Seriously, really, dear Austin's wife, it is my request. Like I'm going to send this letter home. I have to type. Come on.
Yeah, I pulled up their products and none of them look like they ring a bell.
Oh.
Haven't had a creamsicle.
No.
Haven't had.
You are now officially the saddest
cone.
boy in America.
I've had a Blue Bunny chocolate chip cookie sandwich, but not the good.
Not the
one.
same.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the same.
Yeah,
Dairy Queen?
I'm gonna go with. I've had Dairy Queen.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
Oh, I love DQ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a Mr. Frosty?
No.
Does the song mean anything to you? To hear the chimes of Mr. Frosty coming through your neighborhood. Listen, listen, I don't care how much money you have, what color you are, how old you are, I don't care. If we can get together and be doing anything, and I mean anything, and hear the sounds of the Mr. Frosty truck getting ready and approaching the neighborhood, there is a party like nothing. It's the old Eddie Murphy joke. Ice cream man is coming! And you just celebrate, just rejoicing at a high level. I would think that it's close to Nebraska winning a national title is the Mr. Frosty man coming down. And Mr. Frosty had not only the Good Humor ice cream bars, but he also had the soft freeze. And you could get the snow cone. And then when you could get the mix, the swirl,
the twist, the chocolate and vanilla.
Oh, that's a good summer's day. Like that. Listen, I don't know what we were having for dinner. I can barely remember what we had for breakfast. But the day that you get the twist on a soft,
Game over. That's it.
Oh, listen, man. Listen, man. This is when you know my mother loves me. My mother loves me because she, you know what? She was thoughtful enough to leave 2 quarters on by the door. Like, listen, son, there's going to come a moment today when you have to aspire to greatness, and I want you prepared. Here's what I'm going to do. There are 2 quarters. What I'm going to ask you to do, son, is to be prepared. Have them in your pocket, and when you hear the sound, dance. When you hear the music, dance. Dance like nobody's watching. Do your thing, and I mean in a full sprint. You know how I knew I was fast? Because I was the first one to Mr. Frosty's truck. Look, I was beating the grown-ups.
That's a speed do.
That's just like, look, I think young people, like, are there ice cream trucks that still exist?
There have to be. I mean, that's Americana. Like, we
I don't know. I've never seen. I haven't seen one.
I know they came through my neighborhood growing up from time to time. I can't tell you I've ever seen. So when my parents and my family, I guess, we moved to our new house. Oh gosh, I would have been what? Mom, Dad, and they were listening. 11, either 9 or 11. One of those two. I know at the first house, the ice cream truck was there a few times. I can't say I ever remember it in the neighborhood they're currently in, the new house.
What was the last time you saw anywhere? Like, I haven't even seen them like driving down the street.
The closest I've seen is the Kona Ice people. They have a food truck, but
they have a food truck, but they also sell ice cream.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not to say.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's in it.
Like, we need an ice cream truck.
The last time I've seen an ice cream truck would have been in my old neighborhood, like 15 years ago.
Text line, help us out. Is there okay? So
week before my 10th birthday. Thanks, Mom.
He said the ice cream trucks are now the white vans.
Oh, gosh.
That's your parents warned you about. Listen, here's what's funny. They were the same people. Like, I'm 100% positive that the ice cream truck men from men and women from back in the day, There's a reason why they were selling ice cream off a truck. And they were the same people. But I forgave them because that's what angels deserve. Like, oh, I know that you have sinned, but you brought ice cream as repentance. And guess what? Done.
We're good.
Like
nice pair of wings and nice little floating circle, buddy.
Like I knew they weren't nice people, except for they were. They might have been former criminals, but they had a kind heart. And
they just got caught up in some bad stuff.
Oh, like full on, right? And it's just like Eddie Murphy says, like sometimes they would make you run a little further, like they would let you get close and then pull off, and you have to hit top speed again and then try to get through. But it's all there. Like I get. Think about that. What kind of life did you have to end up selling ice cream on a truck? Like, what was that?
Not in the parlor.
Was that a good choice? Like, look, everybody, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Whipple, whoever sells ice cream in a parlor, those are good people.
It's family run, family owned. They have their recipe. They've been doing it for 45 years.
Yeah, you go to Ivonico and you want to go down to the Haymarket. Yeah, go to Scoops. Hey, those are good people.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good people. But if somebody drove down O Street with ice cream, we have to ask questions. Like, hey, bro, seriously.
How'd you get here?
We good? Like, what else are you selling in this truck?
Actually, don't answer that.
Right. Because I know, I would 100% bet that 75% of ice cream trucks sold more than ice cream.
There's a reason you don't see their ankles.
Yeah. You can't see. It's going off. It's going off. We'll go to break. We'll stop laughing and we'll come back for more old school.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, find support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
If your home water doesn't taste right, look right, or smell right, just call Bryant for the solution to your water problem. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to hnhroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
If you're an electrician, we've got a career for you. It's a career with employer-paid health care and retirement benefits. Join the IBEW Local 265 family and work for one of our NECA contractors. Come to our job fair on August the 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn, 2500 Tamarind Ridge Road in South Lincoln. For more information, call Mike Murray at 402-875-1034. That's 402-875-1034.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Back to old school with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and the ticketfm.com.
Welcome back to it on a Friday. Again, happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having an exceptional day. Shout out to Albert Maxey Sr. Again, one of the great humans who reside in Lincoln, Nebraska. Great storyteller, iconic athlete, community leader, etc. We got a chance to see him today, and it hit me. I celebrated my second birthday the other day. And that's usually when the day every year in July on the 18th, I'm sitting in ICU, and I made it. And I asked for one more day, and I try to pay attention to that. I asked for one more day, so every day that I get it, I should say thank you. I need to love myself enough to go take care of me, and so that I can be there for the people that rely on me. Love myself enough to be healthy and feel good. And then at the end of the day to say, well done. Just say well done. And those three things are things that I like to say the most. Thank you, love you, well done. So today on air, I'm going to say for that second birthday, it has been 2,560 days since my second birthday, where I battled 27 blood clots, a saddle embolism, all with an open spine that was hemorrhaging, and catheters still attached to my leg. So I'm grateful to be here. And in talking to Albert Maxey today, it's just a reminder. Every day is a great day to have a great day. It really is. I mean that from my heart. That if I don't make it through that day, if I don't beat those 27 blood clots and that saddle embolism, that thing they call a widowmaker, if I don't beat that, I never meet y'all. I never meet y'all. I never get to be here. I never get to come and love on y'all and be loved by y'all. It matters. Like, it matters. That's why I count the days. I know how many days, how many sunsets and sunrises I've had today. 22,294. That's how many days I've been on this planet. That's how many sunrises, sunsets. That's how many chances, opportunities, breaks, wins. And here's the thing. Of those almost 23,000 days, nothing that I ever worried about beat me. I'm undefeated. We are all undefeated. No matter how many days it is, no matter how many things you went through, no matter how many battles or struggles you went through, not how many doubts, not how many questions, not how many lessons. There were no failures. There was just lessons. That you're still here with a chance. The most important thing that we have is choice. You have a choice every day to get up and do something. And it's whatever that is. Do that. And it's a win because it's what you're supposed to be doing. It's a blessing. And so the phrase that came to mind was, I'm happy to be here and I'm going to act accordingly. So I say to people, Austin, I tell you, I appreciate you so much for what you do for us here, who you are. You're a joy to be around. You're a pleasure to be to hang out with and chop it up with. If I'd asked the universe for an Austin, it would probably laugh in my face, but it gave it to me anyway. It gave it to me anyway. So, and for all the listeners who come and hang out, you're family now. That's why we hang out. That's what family is. We're family and friends. We hang out whenever we can. We talk about what we love and what we're curious about. We share information, share experiences. And if that's done well, and it is, we're all better for it. We're better today than we were yesterday. We're smarter, more covered in love, more knowledgeable. All those things in play. That's all this is a chance to come here. Who knew 6 years ago? If somebody described today for me 6 years ago, I would have laughed in their face.
What was going on 6 years ago?
6 years ago, I was in D.C. I had a house in Houston. I was in the Woodlands. I was coaching after. So 7 years ago was when I was in ICU. 6 years ago, I was in recovery, but at the time I was hired by a federal government agency to run language services in the shadows of the Pentagon. The group is called Voice of America. My language services, and again, what's funny was their pictures. I have pictures. I'll show you on a break. They're pictures of me, because at that time Becky was coming to Lincoln to consult. So she's coming in, she's meeting people, she's coming on a regular basis. And I'm like, again, I grew up as a kid. I mean, I'm watching Johnny Rogers, Jerry Taggy, Jeff Kenny. Like Huskers are a thing. And I'm paying attention to the Huskers. And there's no reason other than being a sports fan.
Mm-hmm.
But there are pictures of me in this agency that on Friday was dress down day. You could dress casually, and there, while managing language services that I don't speak, and trying to communicate with people on a worldly level about life outside of the country, and then telling those stories from DC out to those countries and out to the world. And it's the only firewalled media in the world. It's protected against political leaders, military. It's the one agreement that all folks will honor, that the truth be told. The truth be told. Be able to confirm, verify, validate, and give credit to any story that you tell. So there were some times where I would have to so I was South and Central East Asia. Languages like Urdu, Diwa, from Turkey, Pakistan, Afghanistan. I'm a poor kid from Arlington, Virginia. What is happening? What is happening? But it was a lot of responsibility. Sometimes you have to sit across the table from a general and say, hey, listen, I've got a reporter in a cave in Afghanistan. You got to rally the troops and get her out of there. And to convince him that he couldn't say no. And, then lurking is Nebraska. Michigan State, Nebraska, snow game, 9-6.
I'm familiar.
Right? Right? Convinced me that this was a place filled with really good people who I could live with and be a part of. And again, big part of my thing is I have to be around good people. Mm-hmm. I have to be around nice people, kind people, considerate people. I have to, I choose that.
You can coach smart ones, you can live with nice ones.
Yep. It was that simple. And she said, yeah, give it a shot. Come check it out. And 5 years later, we saw another game and we decided, okay, give it a shot. Let's see what Lincoln has to offer. And we're fans of the universe. We pay attention to the universe and who it brings to you. And we try to figure out why they bring them to us. And it brought me Lincoln, Nebraska. Mm-hmm. And I could not have even imagined. 6 years ago, books, best-selling books? No, not on the TED Talks, not on the radar. Owning a radio station? No. Living in Lincoln, Nebraska? No. But I failed. I am blessed with the ability to fail forward. I'm blessed with the ability to fail. I came here to retire. I was going to retire. Like I was just
That was
going to
it.
like, just, I mean, think about it. I'd have been the guy who came here in a small college town, right? That I would have just been the guy going to every sporting event, just slightly more curious than most, yelling at coaches, like, what are you doing? Like, come on. Or whispering to a player, hey, it's your lead elbow. It's your lead elbow. Sit down with that. Sit down with that. Sit down with that. Like, like that I was going to be that guy.
Turn him in. Get outside him. Turn him in.
Right? Like, and it would have been great because nobody knew who I was. And nobody had any expectation. And I would have just been here hanging out. I just would have been here hanging out. And I could have got in the middle of the country. I could have gotten anywhere, right? Go wherever I want to go. But this is why I also tell people that 7 years ago, I was in ICU with a chaplain sitting on the edge of my bed. And when a chaplain looks at you and shakes their head and just says, I don't, when they put their palms to the sky and say, I don't know what to tell you. I hope you're right. I hope you can get right. Because we don't have answers for this. 27 blood clots. 3 in my heart, 4 in my lungs. And a saddle embolism that medically is called a widowmaker. And that's what it's for. And I'm supposed to like, okay. But if I go home that day, I'm never here. I never exist to y'all. There's a world that never exists. And so if you're going through your stuff, whatever your trouble is, whatever your stress is, whatever your friction is, stay in the fight. Because you're going through that to prepare you for what's greater. Like you're going through, like you're not working the job you want. Stay in the fight. It's coming. But it wants to see, are you willing to go through this to get it? If it means that much to you, are you willing to go through the tough part to get to the good part? There's a song by a rap group called Houdini. When are we going to get to the good part? Well, you have to get through what you need to grow through. And then good things show up. Austin shows up. Rico shows up. Mark shows up. Jay Foreman shows up. Eric Strickland shows up. Almond Green shows up. Jake Bachhoven shows up. Jake Sorensen shows up. Steve Sipple shows up. Lincoln, Nebraska shows up. The Huskers show up. I have no idea to explain to you why so many blessings show up on my shoulders. But what I will tell you is same. Same. You have no idea what's coming to you. Just be ready for it. And I started all that to say this. Again, Austin, I appreciate you, man. It's been it's a great place and a great space. And I'm excited for what's coming. I met some really cool people today and yesterday, and got some big stuff planned. And we're going to roll into Indianapolis next week with a posse, with a gang, man.
Big Ten media is not going to know what to do, even more than they didn't know what to do last time.
We're going to send, think about that. And we get the blessing and the honor to represent Lincoln, Nebraska and Husker Nation. And my thing is, if we're going to go in, I don't want to tiptoe in. I want to walk in and be proud. Look, people ask, why are y'all so proud? Your team's not good. Have you seen us?
Sometimes it's not about the team we cover. Sometimes it's about the team that's in this building.
Sometimes it's about the people that we're doing it for. Right? That, oh my goodness. In the Big Ten, we want everybody, when we walk into Lucas Oil Stadium, we want them to know, oh, Nebraska coming. Nebraska here. Lincoln, Nebraska's here. In Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska. All of Nebraska showing up. And we walk in there, and all the other media people, look, if y'all don't know that we're going to walk in there suited and booted, right? We're going to have the ticket logo on it, and we're going to walk through. Shout out to Gary Michael. Thank you very much for what you do. He's got us hooked up. Thank you to all of our friends and sponsors who make this thing happen. Ben Bleicher, thank you so much for what you do, right? Kendall Warnock from A1 Automotive, thank you for what you do. Right, we've got a whole list of people, and we're going to spend all the next week really firing that up. But what it allows us to do is to walk in and say, listen, Minnesota. How about this? Michigan. Hey, look at Nebraska. That's all we're doing. And it's cool. Like, it's cool to have this. And to tell you that we have some other really cool projects coming. I'm excited about them as well. There's lots going on. I'm in a good mood today because it's a great day to have a great day. We'll close out old school when we come back.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time? What happened? Again?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for the big event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. And you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour or on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You are so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition food to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shape.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire. 402-560-6197.
Back to old P&J. 3 second and a half.
Final segment before we send you into your weekend in full. Just got to report that the College World Series Jello Shot Challenge raised more than $142,000 in Omaha and around the country. $142,000. Now, Austin, how many shots were sold?
Okay. I am working on pulling up the full picture here.
And I think they were, what, $5 a pop?
Yes, they were 4. They increased it to 5 to give more to charity. Okay, so moved off. Let's see here. It does not have the final tally, but I can go through team by team.
Okay.
Do some rough math. So you have 4,100 from Florida, 7,070 from TCU.
Okay.
7,600 from Wake Forest. Your Wahoos were slacking, 872.
Yes, they were.
A little embarrassing. Sorry, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
OBOB got 3,300.
Okay.
LSU got 69,000.
Okay.
Stanford is in Virginia territory with 912, and Tennessee at 2,207.
Okay, so roughly 260,000 shots. Right?
Which is insane.
So they had to pay for the Jello shooters and the shipment and the keep and all, and the people who served them. So I understand. $142,000. Man,
that the 142,464 was the total that was donated to charity. So that's a fifth of the profits.
Wow. Okay, get it done, people. Get it done. Have a plan and get it done. I'm not mad at that at all. At all. A couple of things before we get out of here and we head into this full break. But so the New York Football Giants, seem to be in some chaos and some duress. So much so with the holdout of Saquon Barkley that they are adding runners. They add Beasley and Robinson. That, if you're a Giants fan, aren't you a little concerned that means that you don't think Barkley's going to show up?
I am bummed getting toward disappointed. This is certainly not a positive omen.
You as a Colts fan, where is the quarterback position on your radar on your thermometer for concern or not? 0 being no concern, 10 being every concern.
In terms of matter of importance, it's of every concern, level 10. In terms of what I see out of Anthony Richardson, I want to see enough signs to be able to understand why they took him at number 4, where they did. I understand it's not going to be a plug and play sort of thing. And I hope the issues that he has are the garden variety fixable ones, not you got to pull a miracle or you should have seen that in the scouting process. So overall, I would give it a 10 for level of importance, a 10 for sense of urgency, but a 3 in terms of I'm good for a couple years as long as there's growth patience.
Okay. All right. That's fair. The Carolina Panthers announced that the number 1 pick, Bryce Young, signs a $38 million deal, guaranteed, fully guaranteed.
Woo.
That on a scale of 0 to 10, how would you score that mini camp that he just went through?
Impressive. It worth the 38 mil.
38 mil. They guaranteed this thing. You had to see everything you like.
You don't take him that high if you don't like what you're seeing.
And you don't get out of that rookie scenario and put him in the guarantee. Like that means he's your guy. You're right. You hit a home run and he's your guy. And he's long-term. Let's lock him up for 4 years. I think that's fantastic. I'm always interested to see what that is. Your thoughts on Melvin Gordon going to the Ravens for $3.1 million?
I hope he remembers to hold on to the ball. He fumbled in some big spots last year, which isn't great. I am fascinated by Lamar Jackson in a Todd Monken offense. Seeing that guy make the jump from Georgia, where he put together some good offenses, but this might be the understatement of at least the day, if not the week, if not the month. Stetson Bennett and Lamar Jackson are not the same player.
No, not the same human, not the same athlete. They're not the same quarterback.
Correct. fascinated to see what Todd Monken does with that. Because I think what happened with Greg Roman was obviously brilliant football mind in some ways, but I think he fell into the trap that we saw so much here at Nebraska was you have a quarterback that can do so much, you put too much on him instead of letting him take over in the big moments and helping him help the supporting cast improve sometimes.
Who's Ravens number 2?
Mark Andrews. Or quarterback, you say?
Quarterback.
Oh gosh, is it still Tyler Huntley? I don't know if
I
I trust that.
But I think about that you had a recent NFL MVP, and because of an injury. Now again,
yes, it's Tyler Huntley followed by Josh Johnson and Anthony Brown.
Dang.
Number 2 is Lamar. Lamar right leg, Lamar left leg.
Oh my goodness! Wow. I'm a fan of, again, you got to take care of the kid because you put him out there and asked him to be Superman. And I mean, he's going to take bullets and he's going to shorten his longevity because he's doing what you need for him to do. And he's doing it the only way he knows how to do it. You haven't trained him to do it any other way. Mm-hmm. But there seems to be a disconnect between organizations and how they treat all of their quarterbacks. It's some of their quarterbacks that they just don't know how to treat. And again, I just want to shout out, we are 13 days from NFL preseason game. And I don't care 13. if it's the Browns and Jets. We're 13 days. Does it feel right? Doesn't it seem we're late in the game for this?
It seems like we're still in the middle of summer, not like we're getting close to football season.
I was trying to think, I'm like, wait a minute. Browns and Jets, what, August 2nd? 3rd?
That'd be the math.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, folks, listen, Husker camp starts when? How many days until Husker camp?
We're, 10 days now?
Like 9?
9, 10
July
days?
30th?
9 days then, yeah, officially.
9 days from Husker camp.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, we better get ready. we better get ready.
Minnesota's in 40.
Man, this is, and we're going to send a crew. We're going to Minneapolis. We're going to Boulder. And then we'll come home and bring a full staff. And then hopefully, and by then, not hopefully, by then the new location will be open and then all bets are off. So, Austin Norman, thank you, kind sir, for what you do. Greatly appreciate it. Hey, gang, do something good for yourself. And while you're at it, and once you're done, do something kind for somebody else. And I don't care who it is. The great comedian George Wallace says this thing, and I love it so much. He goes, I love y'all. And there's not one thing you can do about it. Y'all be good.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to the attention of the Nebraska Lottery that when people hear a radio commercial in their car for one of our lotto games, Powerball, Mega Millions, or Lucky for Life, they tend to begin daydreaming about how they'll spend the prize money if they win, instead of paying attention to the road. So please, when I tell you that the Nebraska Lottery Lotto games offer big money and big fun, keep your mind on driving. Do not start thinking about all the things you could buy if you win. It's like private cars, tropical vacations, 100-inch TVs, hot tubs, SUVs, a new computer, motorboats.
Bob, snap out of it.
Oh, good heavens. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. Perhaps I should go home now.
You better let me drive.
Lotto games from the Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game. Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certification. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways, issues prevent you from getting where